That said, there's something else that I want to talk about. There's Back to the Future figures that have been released, and I want to kind of address these real quick. Sideshow did a sort of first look that they do for these figures, and you can see, yeah, it's pretty interesting, right? All right, hold on. I got the Athena one rolling. I got to pause that one.
Why
If
the
I
hell
can,
would you have the Athena one plan?
what'd you say, Kiko?
Why in the world would you be watching the Athena one?
Dude, because that's coming up next, bro. We got to talk about that. And that's honestly, your thoughts are kind of what I expected. But nonetheless, dude, this sideshow video shows it pretty effectively, right? And we can see here they got the Marty, they got the Doc, and these are the Cowboy Back to the Future versions. I have not seen Back to the Future 3. Kiko has only shown me Back to the Future 2. So I've seen Back to the Future 1 now, and I saw 2 with Kiko. We got about, I think we had 20 minutes left, and I still have not finished it, actually. So I need to sit down.
You said you were going to.
I said I was going to, and I did not. So I will, though. But I enjoyed it. I liked it. I thought it was good. I wouldn't buy figures from it, but I guess we're going to see if the chat agrees. Kiko, I looked up cowboy terminology, and I found an interesting term here. Ace high. Dean, you live in Texas. You've ever heard that before?
I've heard it before. I don't exactly know what it means.
Okay.
I think it's a card playing term.
It is.
That you have, yeah. When you're in the saloon, essentially.
Yeah, it means like good quality or a good hand. So
the ace is the highest card you can have. So.
Right. So apparently it's a good thing. Right. It's a good thing. So I thought with the Cowboys, let's say ace high. Are these figures ace high? Kiko, I'll start with you, bro. Are these Cowboys from Back to the Future 3? Are they ace high? What do you think, bro?
No. No.
They're ace low.
Here's the thing, is that the Back to the Future trilogy is some of the funnest, most unique storytelling that's out there. And I've told you Back to the Future 1 and 2 are absolute works of art. I made you watch Back to the Future 2, and you were enjoying it for the last, except for the last like 15. I got a flight early in the morning. I'll finish it. I'm like, all right, man. Yeah, I was like, all right, man. And so if you ever get to see the ending of what happens at the end of Back to the Future 2, this sets up, spoiler alert, Will, to where Doc, when he's in the DeLorean, gets struck by lightning and he gets sent back to 1855. Essentially this. And so now Marty has to go back in time again to ultimately get back to the future to wrap up the story. So let's talk about the figures. There's some of the most plain Jane. That's it. That's all I can say is that I do not, when I think of Back to the Future, you think of the DeLorean, obviously. You think about the bubble jacket that Marty wears, and you think about Doc being crazy. You don't want some like village people looking cowboys. I understand that is the theme from Back to the Future 3, but it is the weaker of the 3. This is literally, you can just put this with your Red Dead Redemption figures, your, I don't know, Westworld, if you want to do it. Here's the thing, is that I do wish that this would have been one of the head sculpts that was retooled for the Doc, because it's the same one that is from the Back to the Future 2 version that they released. So you have 2 figures with the exact same head sculpt. I would have loved to have a version of this on the original like white suited Doc. With that being said, I hate it because the hats are on and you can't remove them. That's a huge miss, because if you want to kit bash, do anything, you're stuck. Can't do anything. And they also have like, they're very dark toned, and I don't know, man. They're not for me. Someone messaged me and they're like, hey, you getting these or whatever? I was like, unless they are an incredibly great steal for the pair, no, because I have the DeLorean and all 4 of the other ones, and those are the looks that mean the most to me. I do not care about them in the in this outfit at all, where he is, Clint Eastwood and all that. And fun film, but I don't need figures from it by any means.
Yeah, they do look kind of dark, like they've been tanning or something. Do they?
I know. I understand it's the West, sure, but man, the Doc looks super dark.
He does. Dean.
Yeah, it looks almost gray.
Yeah, doesn't he? What do you think, Dean? These figures ace high, or what are you thinking?
I think the original Back to the Future figures, and how old are those now?
20 old.
2012, 2011 are some of the best Hot Toys has ever done. I mean, even to this day. And they've reissued those recently. And I think we got a new Doc, right? And they basically used the exact same sculpts as before. Maybe some like super minor tooling. In fact, I don't think Doc got any because they still had the holes.
The only new sculpt, or the only sculpt that's different from all of them, is the Back to the Future 2 Marty, where he's got the hat on and he's got that like looking to the side look or whatever. That's the only. Yeah.
And those figures, again, still hold up pretty well. Again, some of the best Hot Toys has ever done. These are so boring. The Doc has like a Pharrell Williams hat on for some reason. His hair is like just way poofy. I think out of the pair, I think the Marty looks the best, but their clothes are they're very clean and very kind of boring and plain looking.
Who cares about the range of motion on Doc like that?
Well, he's dynamic, bro. Got to get him
like,
dynamic.
It's not that they don't look good, but for how good the originals ones were over a decade ago to these, like there's like no jump in like insane quality that you're like, wow, they've really improved. And if you look at some figures from 10 years ago and like newer versions of those figures, you could honestly be like, wow, they've come a long way. These don't feel like that, which seems like a bad thing. Yeah, they're just kind of, I mean, not the strongest film either of the three. I could see why Kiko is like, look, if I'm not getting a good deal, like I don't feel the need to add them. I think the Marty is fine. It's kind of inoffensive. I think the Doc is just so bad. And like Kiko said, can't remove the hats, so you're really stuck with what you could do. I guess if you had the other figures, you could, pop and swap, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, they just kind of miss a mark for me that really kind of wows me. Like I feel like they should. Like I said, especially since the original ones came out so long ago.
Dean,
Marty's face is my reaction to
What'd you say, Kiko?
Marty's face is my reaction to seeing these figures.
Yeah, well, dude, you know what I was just thinking, guys, is this. You know how they've been doing these exclusives recently? I almost feel like this set should have been one of those, because I don't even know if this is wide release worthy, in my opinion. Like maybe if there's something overseas that we're not seeing here with the market in terms of what the demand is for these two. But if you were a Back to the Future collector, unless you're super diehard and need every Doc and Marty, these two would not even be in consideration. You would get the other ones because those are more iconic. These are sort of off kilt. It's like Wenwu in suit, right? Most people are going to get the Wenwu in the combat, the blue suit, but not the tux suit, or the tailored suit rather, right? But that's why they make it exclusive and limited for the people who do want that. It almost feels like this maybe, because I can only imagine, I would think Sideshow is going to be sitting on these for a while. I mean, like they're, nobody's going to be lining up to buy this, I don't think.
Yeah, I haven't seen a single person, and all the live streams I've been in or watched, I haven't seen anybody that's like, I can't wait to get these.
I mean,
everyone's just kind of like,
could this be Stanley Barber bad? I mean,
it very well could be. Yeah.
I mean, could it get that bad for these two?
Dude, there's still a comic book store that has those at retail. So I don't know
what, the barbershop, Stanley.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Sideshow was giving that away recently.
Yeah, they tried to. We were looking for a giveaway for our channel, and they were like, "Hey, we have the barber," and we were like, "No, we're good."
Right. Well, Xander said, I think they're waitlisted on Sideshow. Maybe it was a small batch then. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, but Sideshow does that shit all the time to get people to fucking pre-order their shit.
They do.
I don't know. I'm still waiting on those clone troopers to come back in stock.
Yeah, maybe those are for real.
Waiting for Crosshair to come back in stock, even though I got mine. But
yeah, maybe those are for real. Anyway, guys, Doc and Marty are out there, and yeah, if you want to pick them up, go for it. For me, easy pass. I've not even seen the film yet. I'm with you guys. Doc does look pretty tan. I'm not sure what's going on there. He's been in the desert sun apparently.